Why hello there, I'm Professor Joel and welcome to another episode of Planet Scooby Reviews. Today we are covering Coast to Ghost, which is the 11th episode of the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo and it originally aired on November 16th, 1985. This episode sees the gang dealing with a vampire as they travel from California to the east coast of the United States to save Vincent from being turned into a stone statue. Anyway, before I get on with my review, I'm going to have like a channel update at the end after I do my review, just concerning the future of my channel. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned, stick around for that. Otherwise, let's get on with the review. The episode begins with a man in distress climbing up a mountain with a package. We then jump to the gang in an airplane where they're heading to California. They are worried about some unusual activity on their Spectre detector. Vincent also warns them that tonight they need to worry about it being the initiation night for SAPS, which stands for Spooks and Poltergeist Society. Ghosts will be out in great numbers to cause havoc in order to become members of this exclusive group.
We should be in Southern California within the hour. Our Spectre detector shows a swarm of ghostly activity in California.
And you must be very careful, because tonight is initiation night for SAPS, the Spook and Poltergeist Society. Ghosts will be out in great numbers to cause havoc, and those who succeed will become members of SAPS.
Back to the man climbing the mountain, he finally reaches his destination, which is Vincent's house. While we think he's there to deliver something like ominous or like a warning, he's just delivering Chinese food. He had forgotten the fortune cookies, so he has to leave and come right back. That Vincent must really love his fortune cookies. As the man walks away from the house, he is converted into some sort of vampiric-looking monster. And instead of delivering fortune cookies, his package ends up being a jewel called the Eye Eternity. Vincent gazes into it, allowing the vampire to turn Vincent into stone. But not stone right away, slowly into stone. So it's going to take a full 24 hours for Vincent to turn into rock. And we learn this vampire's name is Rancor, and he contacts his master, which is the head ghost at SAPS, on how his initiation is going.
Just a few more feet.
Nice of you to, drop in.
I'm here to deliver your takeout Chinese food, Mr. Van Gool.
But you forgot my fortune cookies.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
Your fortune cookies, sir.
This isn't a cookie, it's a jewel. It's the Eye of Eternity.
You kept me in that chest of demons, Van Gool. This is my revenge. Is Rancor calling the Spook and Poltergeist Society? Come in, Saps. Do you hear me, most exalted head ghost?
I hear you, Rancor. I'm here with the rest of the judging committee to decide whether or not to let new members into our ghastly group. How goes your initiation task?
Gruesomely well, Master. Vincent Van Gool has gazed into the Eye of Eternity. Within 24 hours, he will turn completely to stone.
Back to the Scooby Gang, they have landed in California where they are at an airplane hangar full of parade floats. Weird and Bogle have also showed up and created some flower monsters which caused the Scooby Gang some grief. Shortly after, the gang learn Vincent has his 24 hours before he's permanently petrified, and the Scooby Gang need to find a cure ASAP. Weird and Bogle figure out that if they save Vincent, they might get into SAPS. And SAPS catches wind of this and sends Rancor to put an end to the gang as well as Weird and Bogle.
The effects of the Eye of Eternity can be overcome by looking into the mask of Mooma.
So where do we get that?
It's in a museum on the East Coast. We'll take you to it.
Flim Flam doesn't trust the ghosts because he's smart, so he handcuffs them individually to Scooby and Shaggy. Meanwhile, some police detectives have towed away the mystery machine, and even worse, Shaggy had left the keys to the airplane in the glove compartment, so there's no way they can get to the East Coast now. Flim Flam has a plan, so he charters an airplane. Unfortunately, Rancor has messed with the pilot's glasses, so the pilot is seeing double.
But the pilot is going to see things my way. Pilot Eddie Rickenbumper at your service. 14 of you, huh? Huh? Well, it'll be a tight fit, but I think we can squeeze everybody in.
The gang have some adventures in the sky before finally landing in Boston, where the Mask of Mooma is. At the museum, Weird and Bogle swipe the chest of demons and the crystal ball. Rancor shows up and confronts the two ghosts. However, Scooby dressed as a mummy saves the day, and Vincent is saved just in the nick of time.
Ah, what a relief. I'm back to my same old warm and lovable self.
Oh no! Daylight! I'm losing my powers! No! Sunbeams! I've got to hide!
No problem, pal. How about here?
Thanks! You guys are real pals!
Mission accomplished.
Daylight arrives, and because Rancor is a vampire, he has nowhere to hide, so Flimflam and Scrappy open up the chest of demons where Rancor seeks shelter and is trapped.
He says, we'll get into saps for sure.
It's the traitors.
You Bancool, you dolts! You'll pay for that years!
Well, there go the flaky phantoms.
Not in a million years. Not in 100 million years.
I give this episode a 7 out of 10. Rancor was cool, but I thought it was weird he was applying for saps. Like, the dude is one of the most powerful demons in the world. Otherwise, why would he be in the chest of the demons? So why isn't he like an instant member? You think you're top 13 demon, you'd be in that chest of demons, but no, not at all. And you think saps would be beneath him. Of course, cartoon logic, so whatever. Also, shouldn't the master of saps, which is like that weird floating head thing, be the main bad guy here? Again, like, if he's ahead of or on top of this Rancor dude, like, shouldn't he be top demon in this chest of demons? I just need to need more about this chest of demons, I guess. This episode was a little too heavy on Weird and Bogle for my liking as well. I don't love those characters. I don't think they're really needed in this series. I get why they're there, and like, I know some of you are probably fans of them, but me, not so much, because I prefer spookiness over comedy. Or at least a balance out, and they take the balance more towards comedy, and you get some of the spookiness kind of evaporates from these episodes. There's also like the subplot with two police detectives following the Scooby Gang, and it's played for laughs again, so more laughs and spookiness in this one. I found it a bit too silly, but it was really cool to hear Phil Hartman's voice again.
Since you can't produce a single ghost, you're all under arrest.
I love that dude. I thought he was so funny and just everything he did, so it was just nice to hear that. So I really have nothing to complain about there. Not a bad episode. It's like 7 out of 10. I enjoyed my time with it. I'd watch it again, but I'm in no rush to watch it again. And I do like the cross-country adventure of this episode. I like those in movies that we used to get in the 50s and 70s, like Cannonball Run and stuff like that. I like that kind of idea. So I had some nostalgia for this as well. Anyway, I promised you, or I spoke about some channel future things going on. I think I might be taking a break after I finish my 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. I don't know how long my break will be. I'm a little burnt out on doing these reviews. I've been doing it for 5 years now. I have like 200 episodes or something uploaded, and I'm just burned out. And I still love Scooby-Doo, but I've been reviewing lately the Scrappy-Doo episodes, which I don't love as much. And I just kind of want to take a break, so I come back. I just feel like I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. Like with these 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, I'm like, it's okay. With the Scrappy-Doo episodes, I'm like, yeah, it's like 3 out of 10. And I'm just complaining about how things aren't spooky anymore, and I just have to get away from that. Obviously, yes, I know I can like rush past that, do some What's New Scooby-Doo. I could do Mystery Inc. Guess Who Scooby-Doo. I could cover Velma, but I still, I set out to watch and review every episode, so I just do not exactly want to jump ahead at this time. We'll see. When I come back, we'll see. And no promises either if I do come back or not. I fully intend to, but where life can take you sometimes. Anyway, thank you for watching this review. Thank you for subscribing. More reviews to come with the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. Next week, we will be covering the ghouliest show on Earth. And until then, stay spooky.